interruption here. Here we go. Get up and have a little dance moment on my peeps. I think my music started over again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here for recipe of the day. And I just pull up our program here. Here we go. Okay, technology, check. How is everyone? Happy, what day is it? I think it's Tuesday. So we are gonna have another recipe today of what to do with your leftover ham from Easter, because I'm sure everyone besides me has more ham than 3 people are going to eat. So today we are going to make ham and cheese waffles from scratch. And so I thought I would start, oh hey Heads on, and Jill, oh thank you Jill, you're the best, my #1 loyal viewer. Hey Talon, and Erica, hey girl, Erin Seiler, how are you? Welcome. We are going to make ham and cheese waffles today. But I thought I would first start with showing you guys, we are a waffle family, we always have been. Waffles are our thing. We always had them on the weekends, it was a special treat. But I realized I have quite a collection of waffle irons, so I thought I would show you guys, besides the one that's hot, to do the demo here. I have my newest one here, is this Hong Kong egg waffler. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like balls, it makes balls, and they're called egg waffles, and they originated in Hong Kong, and they're usually made more like eggs, like omelets in these, but that is my Hong Kong waffle maker. And then, what I'm going to do with these, I'll hand these to my assistant to get them off my workspace. And then the next one I have here, I got when Rex was born, and I thought, what a cool thing, because this one makes sticks, so you guys can see, but I thought, oh my gosh, with a baby or a toddler feeding themselves, this one I thought was really cool because it makes these little waffle sticks. So then I got that one, and then...
Okay, Rex fed himself with those?
I know, Rex fed himself with those. And then this one, look at this, oh my gosh. Look, remember these old plugs? Those you guys that are old enough to know, remember when plugs were the same side on both sides? This waffle iron I inherited from my mother-in-law, who used to make waffles for my husband on this waffle maker, and of course, because it's probably from the 50s, it's probably from her wedding, it still works, and it's awesome. And she has made waffles for Gary on this waffle iron, and for Rex, of course, on this waffle iron. So this one makes little squares, but when she passed away, I was like, oh my gosh, I want the waffle maker and I'm keeping it. So that is my oldest one we have in the collection, and it works great. And then the one I'm going to use today is off camera here, but it's hot, it's plugged in. My regular round one I've had probably for at least 25 years, maybe more, but nothing sticks. So it's the best one. And so because we're going to use cheese in these waffles today, I thought, you know what, I better go with my tried and true and use my beat up old one that works great for the best chance of these waffles not sticking. So here we go. We are going to make these from scratch. Hey Bruce, how are you? Denise, Teresa, there's my sister, big winner from yesterday. How about that? My sister won. So we're going to get started here. I'm going to get started. You guys can see that I made room with all my waffle iron collection. We're going to start, I think I'll do the wet ingredients first. Okay, guess what I didn't have for this recipe? I did not have any buttermilk. So what do you do when you don't have any? You make it. So 1 cup of milk to 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Lemon juice I have because I have a tree, grow my own, so I'm good on lemons. Like, you know what, we'll just make our own. So 1 cup of milk to 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and voila, you have buttermilk.
Where's the butter?
This is the butter not in this one, so.
You already put the butter on top when you're done.
So there we go. We are, I got sidetracked here. Okay, got to get going here, what I'm doing here. Okay, yolks, butter, and buttermilk. I have whipped the egg whites before you guys came to join me. So we have egg whites in the bowl here. Instagram you can't see, but the mixer's out. This is 3 egg yolks because I used the whites already in the mixer. They're whipped up. To soft peaks, actually probably stiff peaks. Okay, and then butter. Oh my gosh. You know that's not a recipe I normally make because look at the butter in this. Woo baby! Stick of butter. The recipe actually called for 2 sticks. I just couldn't go there, so I'm putting in 1. I'm sure with 2 sticks it might not stick to the waffle iron, but that's our yolks, our buttermilk, and the butter in there. Ooh la la. And then the secret to waffles, the secret weapon, is soda water. That is the secret. When I make my own, normally, besides if you don't make them like this from scratch, secret soda water. And by the way, do you know the difference between club soda and seltzer water? Does anyone know? I'll give you guys a chance to answer what the difference is.
Can you put Pepsi in there?
Pepsi would give you a different flavor with your ham and cheese. So I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup. I'm actually not going to use that cup because then my flour will stick. So I'm going to wing it here. About 3/4 of a cup of soda. I love my homemade buttermilk. It's all frothing up. Hey Destiny, how are you? I know, exactly. I could not put 2. Yeah, the difference between seltzer water and soda water. Anybody else have a guess? No? I'll let you guys guess for a second. Okay, that's our wet ingredients. The yolks, the melted butter, buttermilk, and soda. I always have to read because I get talking and forget what I'm up to. So now we'll do the dry. Remove that. Hey Melissa, how are you? Welcome. We're making another recipe today for our leftover ham, and we're making ham and cheese waffles. Hey Head. I know, more, but yeah, Head's my butter girl. Can never have too much. Okay, I'm going to put 1 3/4 cup of flour, measured very carefully, as you can see, into my bowl here. And I'm going to move that. And then I'm going to use here my handy dandy measuring spoons. And we're going to put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. How's everyone today? It's gorgeous here for those of you that are here in Ventura County. It's beautiful here today. 2 teaspoons of powder, and then we're going to go 1 teaspoon of soda. Put that in. And 1 tablespoon of sugar. Of course my sugar I like in the pour thing because it's easier to use. Ooh, a little more. Over. And then, just make sure I get everything in there. Sugar. Salt. Oh, salt. Teaspoon of salt, measured very carefully. And then, I think that's it. Just have to check. Get everything in there. Blah, blah, blah. Egg whites. Okay. Okay, we're going to whisk these wet ingredients into our dry here. So here we go. Our homemade buttermilk, butter, egg yolks, and soda water going in. Yummy. Oh my gosh, these are going to be yummy. So we're making ham and cheese waffles today for you guys that just joined. Using up our leftover ham that I'm sure more people than me have left over. So we get those mixed, and then I'm going to incorporate here the egg whites that I beat separate into peaks. So let me get a folding tool here. There we go. Pull this a little closer so I can see. 1 natural what? I don't know. Oh, 1 natural, 1, oh, the difference. We're still on the difference between soda water and seltzer water. Give that a quick whip. But through the magic of live, they're already whipped. So now I'm going to fold in the whipped egg whites. Here we go. Yummy. Get this out of the way. Quite a few tools I've got going on today. Hey Lindy, we're making ham and cheese waffles from scratch, using up our ham we have left from Easter. 3 of us here. We might be making leftover ham recipes all week. So I'm going to fold these whites in, and then I'll pull the assistant. You want to move the mixer, and I'll pull the waffle iron toward me, please. Stage manager helping me out here. My magic hands getting in here. Oh my goodness. Look how yummy. This looks awesome. See? See my batter? Got our bubbles in there. Looks great. I know, my mixer is awesome. I love it. It's one of my favorite tools. Let me see if I can get the waffle iron into the Instagram shot. Come on. Syrup is a must. But let me keep moving this over here so you can see. Oh, there we go. Can you see, director?
You got it?
Got it? Okay, we are in the shop. Okay, good. All my things off the counter here. Okay, here we go. So, we are going to give this a whirl and see how it works out live. So we have our batter here all ready to go. When's the last time you made waffles from total scratch? Here we go. Okay, I got this really hot, and we're going to spray it, and we're going to pray that the cheese doesn't stick on the live. So here we go. I'm going to pour this yummy homemade batter here into our iron and fill up our squares here. And then, I don't know, I don't really want it to overflow all over the place, but we'll see what happens. And then we're going to take a little bit of our ham. I know, my sister can't believe I have this dish towel still. Well, because of what I've been doing every day, my dish towels are actually up in the wash, and they are clean. I just didn't grab them to bring them down. Okay, I'm going to put the cheese on here, and then we're going to pray. Everyone pray that it doesn't stick. So we've got extra sharp cheddar cheese here, and ham, and then we're going to cross our fingers, and down it goes. Ah!
Have you made this dish before?
I have not made this dish before. We are just doing recipes I thought looked good for our leftover ham, and we'll see what happens here. But I thought maybe I would give you guys a little history of the waffle while this was baking, because I thought it was interesting. The first waffle irons were found from the 1200s, where they used 2 pieces of iron in the fire, and they would use that to make like a pastry, like a waffle, because they didn't start calling it a waffle until 1735. But the Pilgrims had irons. The Dutch brought waffles on their voyage in 1620. What else happened in 1620? And then Thomas Jefferson in 1789, he brought waffles back from France with him in a waffle iron that got enclosed like this one, like one of the more modern ones. And then in 1911, which I think I have this version, the first commercial electric waffle iron was made by GE in 1911. I mean, imagine, that's over 100 years ago. And then in 1930s, it became a staple in the American kitchen that GE made the waffle irons. So then in 1953, the Dorsa brothers from San Jose, so shout out to all my Silicon Valley peeps, the Dorsa brothers introduced the frozen waffle. And what were they called? Eggos! They actually weren't called that right away. They were called Waffles, and then they became referred to as Eggos due to their eggy taste. And in the 1970s, Kellogg's purchased them.
Lego my ego.
Lego my Eggo! And then that's in 1953 is when Eggos were invented, frozen toaster waffles. And then in 1964, Belgian waffles as we know them today debuted at the New York World's Fair. So there's your history of waffles that I thought was interesting. Because I started reading that last night and I thought, I wonder how old my mother-in-law's waffle iron is, because it's got to be probably from the 50s. So they became, you know, like that article said, part of the American kitchen in the 1930s. So, and hey, it still works great. So, you know, shout out to the old things. I also had a coffee pot that was my mom's, that the kind, you know, the percolator top. I had it for years. It worked great. So the percolator top. Remember those? How many of you guys had the percolator top? I'm sure lots of us. So today, guys, we're making ham and cheese waffles. So we just made the batter from scratch, using up our ham that's left from Easter. So that's what we are up to today. The soda water, the difference between soda water and seltzer water, there is a club soda and seltzer water. There is salt in club soda, that's the difference. So one has sodium and one does not. So I always try and buy the seltzer because I use it for my waffles, but I usually use that Pamela's gluten-free baking mix when I make them. But today we're going full out. Stick of butter, egg whites whipped, the whole bit, the whole 9 yards. And we are all still praying here. See, I had to squeeze my lemon to make my own buttermilk. That's why that's out. And when it stops steaming is usually when, oh, we're not quite there yet, but it's stuck on the top where the cheese is. Ruh-roh. Oh yeah, she still has a percolator top coffee maker, Teresa. Yeah. It's cooking. I don't know, how long has it been cooking? Like 3 minutes? 4?
About 30.
30? No, it has not. This is getting a little bit darker here, mostly because getting it off the top of the waffle iron might not be good TV, but we'll see. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know. Might get it off of there, actually, in one piece. Okay, gang. It needs a second more. Hey, Kelsey, how are you? How is everything? I'm making ham and cheese waffles today from scratch, using up our ham that's left from Easter. Yeah, the percolators, they're awesome. Those people that are coffee people like me, we've tried everything. So you have to go back if you're just joining and see the beginning when my waffle iron collection. So, let's see. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful thing. Woo! Yummy! And then of course, gotta put a little syrup on that.
I think we want to see the other side.
Do you want to taste that?
Oh, I want to see the other side.
No.
Oh, you don't?
No.
It's got a TV side.
It's got a TV side, and this is the better side. So this is the side. So I think we should taste this, just because I've never made it and see. Okay. Hey Kathy, how are you? Oh, thank you. Work of art. I think it's too hot. Director, would you like to be my taster?
No way.
No way. All right. Well, let's see. We do have a birthday shout out today. So hold on. Let me get my birthday shout out hat on. Birthday shout out to Leanna Encino. It's her birthday today. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. So I got my birthday shout out to you, Leanne. Hope you're having a great day. It's gorgeous here. I'm sure it's gorgeous there in Newport. Hope you're having a great day. And then our giveaway for today, if you have commented or liked on these cooking videos, your name is in the bowl. And today we are going to be giving out 2 sets of these really cool silicone measuring cups. They flatten out, so they take up less room in your cupboards. So if your cupboards are all cleaned out like mine are after being home all this time, they are really flat. And then the little measuring spoons that go with. So measuring cups and measuring spoons, and we will see who our lucky winner is today. I know, it didn't stick. I'm pretty proud. My cheese did not stick. I think that's awesome. Hey Mickey, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, hey Gloria, how are you? How is Louisiana? We are making leftovers with our ham. Right now I'm doing our drawing, so we'll see who our winner is here. And one is Marcos Rico, winner of the measuring cups. Thank you, Marcos. And second winner, get my hand, maybe I should get a bigger jar. Sharon Young, you are the winner of the measuring cups. So Sharon Young and Marcos Rico, you are my lucky winners today. So thank you guys all for joining for our leftover ham recipe of the day, which was ham and cheese waffles. Let me take a bite and see what they taste like. Oh, yeah, that's good. 2 thumbs up on that recipe. Still never made that one before, but boy, yummy. I don't think I've ever made a savory waffle, but those are yummy. Hey Standy, how are you? We just made ham and cheese waffles. So thank you for joining. Go back and watch it from the beginning if you just got here. But thanks for visiting and watching. We'll be here every day at 3 o'clock with recipe of the day, every day in April. So if you have any recipes you want to share, I'm happy to make them. Send them my way, and we really appreciate it. And we will see you tomorrow at 3 with another recipe. And remember, the only 2 things you can control are your effort and your attitude. So pick a good attitude while we're all going through this together, and give everything, give it your best effort. And we'll see you back here tomorrow at 3. Thanks for watching.